welcome back to my channel. I just thought I'd sorry about the noise outside, if you can hear that. It's someone being stupid on a motorbike. It's late at night, it's 20 to 11 and it's the only time I really get to do scrapbooking and my YouTube videos. So I just thought I'd quickly show you some of my layouts, just so you can sort of get an idea of my style and what I like to do. So this is an 8.5 by 11. It's a simple stories collection. It's a picture of me, my grandma and my granddad, and they both passed away now. And it's a photo that I only just recently come across. As soon as I saw it, I had to scrap it. So yeah, it's a doily on it and some love hearts. These gold letters, I think these are Thicker's letters. I think they're pink paisley, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, a few layers and no mixed media on this one. This one is another 8.5 by 11. That's my granddad on the beach. My granddad died when I was just coming up to 3, so don't really remember him. So it's nice to scrapbook pictures of him when I can get a chance to print them off. It's an old one my mum had when she was younger. This one is another one of my grandma and granddad. A little bit of mixed media on this one, some kissing techniques with the plastic packaging, and these die cuts are what I bought off eBay and just layered them up to one on top of the other. Some brads that I had in my stash from a long time ago. I thought I'd use them up and put them in the centre of the flowers, and this is another part of the Simple Stories collection. Love the colour, the turquoise and the yellowy colour. So yeah, this one got a lot of mixed media on this. Got some texture paste through some stencils, bit of kissing technique in the background, some splatters, sequences, me and my partner being silly with Snapchat. So yeah, this is me and my partner again. There's a lot of mixed media. I made this musical note stamp out of some foam pad, and then I stamped it onto the backing with some clear ink, and then heat embossed it with some black heat powder. And then this is just the titles of the song that I have on our playlist on my phone, songs that remind me of him, us together. You know, your first song, everybody has a our song, don't they? Yeah, so there's Save You Tonight, One Direction, I Turn to You, Mel C, Still Falling for You, Ellie Goulding, Resurrection, PPK, which is not one of my choices, that's his choice. He likes a bit of dance music, so I'll put that in there. This is, sorry, yeah, that was that's a slimmer. That's not an 8.5 by 11. That is a 6 by 12, that one. And this one's a 6 by 12 as well. I got my partner to go out with his mate on his motorbike and got his mate to take some of him pictures of him doing wheelies on his motorbike. So that's got some texture paste and a bit of mixed media inking on the background. These stars were wood, just painted them with some black watercolour paint, and these hexagons as well were just normal chipboard colour, and I painted them as well. This next one is 12 by 12. That's got a little bit of mixed media and a little bit of stitching, which I don't often do. And then this is just basically why I love him. So I won't bore you with the write up, but this was just before our son was born. Both really nervous because I was actually booked in to have a C-section. It was supposed to be my third, but little one had other ideas. But we was both really nervous on this day, so we just went out for the day to try and take our mind off it a bit. So this is another 12 by 12 one, and I got this idea of somebody off a Facebook group that I'm on, and this, I don't own a sewing machine, so I had to do it hand stitching. But what I did was I stuck the bottom love heart down and then stitched across the top ones to make it so it's puffy, so they stand up like that. Can you see that? So they stand up like that. They could really do with some foam pads under there just to keep them stood up. I had a bit of a rough time with my ex-partner, so being with Carl is he has been my rainbow after a storm. So, and this is another 12 by 12. This was our first proper night out together after little one was born. He did come with us. It was a friend's night do. So one of my favourite pictures. Some more stamping love hearts, bit of mixed media. Put a doily on there, but you can't see it's covered up. Some torn pattern paper, and then some more hand stitching up the side. The stitching does give a really nice effect. I would like to try with a sewing machine, but I daren't. Another 12 by 12. It's not very often I get to scrapbook me and my partner because he doesn't actually like his photo being taken. So I scrap him as and when I can and get a photo as and when I can. So this is just a piece of pattern paper down one side and a bit of mixed media, and then quite a bit of journaling, which I'm not really a lover of journaling, but like you see that page and a couple of pages before, there was quite a bit of journaling on there. So, and this next one is another 12 by 12. This was my partner. I bought him for not last Christmas, Christmas before. I bought him a track day, and he got to drive a Ferrari. So obviously Ferrari's blue and red, black and red, sorry. Quite a bit of mixed media around on the back. Just getting used to the texture paste, putting through a stencil. Hand drew this, the horse, the Ferrari horse, and cut that out. Yeah, and then some little phrases, enamel dots, perspective stars from Bramble Fox, which she cut especially for me in the black and red, which was very kind of her. Thank you for that. And this is another 12 by 12. This is of my eldest boy and my great nephew. This was a day out at Elsham Hall in Lincolnshire. More texture paste again. The white isn't actually paint, it's actually white gesso. I wanted to give it a try and see what it was like, because I've never used white gesso before, and I got the idea of smudging off Missy Wooden. She does it quite a lot on coloured backgrounds, because I don't know if you've noticed in my layouts, there's not many coloured backgrounds. I can't manage coloured backgrounds. I tend to just go for white and then add the colour onto it. Yeah, so that turned out pretty good. This is me and my best friend, Carrie Ann. This was at her wedding night do. And this is just another 6 by 12 layout. Lots of pink, and because I'm a mum of 3 boys, I don't really get to use pink very often, so I use it as and when I can. Any little bit of chance I get to put pink on, I'll put pink on. So yes, I mean, little enamel doodlebug love arts, and these little sequin mix is from Spiegel Mum Scraps. They do lovely sequin selections, which I get through Thompson's Crafts. They're also on Facebook. Yeah. And the butterflies are from Bramble Fox as well, Bramble Fox Perspectives. And they're lovely. They're lovely to work with. They stick down really easily and they're just so effective. And in this album, this is the last one, is a 6x12 one of my two older boys when they were younger, out a day out, just generally trying to get nice pictures and just generally being boys, being silly. Some die cuts that I bought off eBay, because I have just started to use my Big Shot machine. I don't own a Cricut yet. That's my next big purchase I would like. Excuse me. Yeah, and a bit more texture paste on here, and then a bit of black and red. You've got to be careful with red mixed media because it can look like blood, which I did find out on this. That's why a lot of the background is covered up. But I was still pretty pleased with how that turned out. So yeah, this album, I got this album last year sometime, and I've basically tried to reorganise my albums. So I did try and start Project Life, and I do love the way some of these have turned out. They do seem to come together a lot quicker, than your normal scrapbook pages. But I just find the scrapbook pages are more for me. I will try and give Project Life another go at some point, because like I say, I do like the way these have turned out, and now I'm a bit more clued up on it and better ideas personally for myself. I know some people, the group that I'm in on Facebook, say, you know, everybody scraps differently. As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. But sometimes, even though somebody else says it looks really good, if it doesn't look good to yourself, then it's never going to look good, is it? So yeah, I might give it another go. Like I said, I do like the way it's turned out. And they're just easy to come together. They do look pretty good. So yeah, I do enjoy scrapbooking the full pages though. That was my first shaker pocket sellotape tool. I've since bought a fuse tool for that. I'll probably try and do a tutorial video on that at some point. And I need to go through my albums and put some journaling in, because like I said earlier, I don't necessarily tend to journal a lot. See, that page is blank, needs filling in. This was our holiday in Scotland when my niece had moved up there to live. And yeah, I'm still happy with it. I would never get rid of it, but it's still work in progress on the Project Life, and like I say, I will give it another go at some point. So that's just one of my albums. I will go through the others, and I hope you'll join me to look through them. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.